All right. Anybody who's here right now, welcome. Sorry, I'm just getting set up real quick. I just have to get a couple of things put away, and then we'll be good to go to get started. But I'm really excited. This is the first official, I mean, we've already done one, but this is the first official nail painting live stream. Let me know if I need to adjust the music at all or anything like that while I get set up here, but it should only just be a minute more. In the meantime, you can take a look at this cute little drawing that I've been working on all morning. All right, I'm just getting the chat pulled up on my end now. We should be good to go for the rest of the stream. All right, so let me get the drawing put away. Let me get the text pulled off the screen. All right, it's done properly. Okay, so there's my cute little drawing that I've been working on. Let's move this to the side because I don't want it to get behind. And then today, we are going to be using red nail polish. And we're going to do black again, and I think we're going to do black and red alternating. So those are the two that we'll be doing today. And this is just going to be just like a nice chill live stream. Oh yeah, let me go ahead. I do want to put just something up on the screen real quick. Type. We'll just do topics. So I'm just gonna put a hard Warning on topics that we are not to discuss. Please do not bring up any U.S. or world. There we go. That way we can just kind of keep the conversation nice and casual. We don't have to worry about, you know, a bunch of weird stuff getting discussed. We'll just kind of keep it normal. You know, nothing too crazy. I kind of don't know what I'm doing. Should have set this all up properly before the stream. I didn't. So now you can watch me fiddle with it. Come on, we almost got it. I'm sure there's an easier way for me to do this, and I'm just doing it the hardest way. Maybe I should change the color so it sticks out a bit more. That's fine. Hello, Berserker Monkey. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I am so excited to get started. We gotta get rid of all the scuffed stuff first. Look at how quickly my nails got scuffed. All right, let me adjust the camera a bit. Yeah, but look at it. This was like, what, only maybe a week or two? I still got this stuff. I am not a huge fan of this stuff at all, but we're gonna keep using it just because I have it and I haven't gotten a replacement. But I will say that 100% acetone, that's not it. It's really doing a number on my nails. So anybody else who, like, I like what's inside of this thing, like the little brush that's inside of it works really well. So what I think I'm gonna do is get rid of the acetone in here. I think I brought this up on the last stream, but I'm eventually gonna get rid of the acetone in here and just put in a like less harsh product. But for now, we'll just stick with this. Oh, and I got plenty of tissues too, just so we can kind of stay on top of our messes. Oh, hello, Lower. Has it been a good day for me so far? Yes, actually, today's been super productive. How about for you? I finally got my resume updated. I had to update my resume to my, you know, my new name and my pronouns added and update my experience. And then I sent that resume out to like 20 something like positions that were like kind of relevant to my experience. It's not like I like really went through them like super carefully, but they were all like entry-level part-time positions, all stuff that I know that I clearly have experience for. So just trying to like cast a wide net at this point, just because I've been having so much trouble applying to jobs, and I've been finding that like if you apply to like those like websites, like so let's say they have a career site, right, and you have to like check boxes on it. I found that if you're disabled and you check like a certain box, right? Like for example, if I say I can't lift 40 pounds, even if that job says they don't have a lifting requirement, they'll automatically disqualify you and be like, yeah, sorry, you don't meet our requirements to work for anything at the company. So I've had to also kind of change up how I'm applying because I don't want to jump through 500 extra hoops just because I can't lift 40 pounds. That doesn't seem fair to me. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to get used to this. This is my first time applying for jobs, being disabled like this, because I was working for my old company when I became disabled. So I already had a job already. I didn't need to apply for work during that time. But now I don't have a job, and I'm realizing how hard it is to find work when you have a disability. It's not easy. And I feel like I've almost got to lie at this point to just like get an interview, which sucks. And I'm not even that disabled. Like, I can't stand on my feet all day, and I can't lift like more than 15, 20 pounds above my hips. Like, it's not like that bad, but it's bad enough, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of complaining about it. Ugh, look at what that acetone is doing to my fingers and my fingernails. They look disgusting. Which is why I'm probably going to stop using that product very soon, because it's like absolutely destroying my nails. Like, I feel like my nails are getting destroyed. because of that. And it's specifically because of this. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I hope everything gets better. It will. It will. Things are already getting better. You know, it's tough, you know? And it's not like back in the old days, back like when I was cis, right? And I wasn't disabled, right? So like I have two things working against me now, right? But like I used to be able to go to a warehouse, pass their physical, and within like 4 days I'd have a job, and it would be a horrible job, but I could have as much overtime as I want, and in a couple of months of hard, heavy lifting work, I would be all right again. Whatever situation I was in, I could pull myself out of. If I needed to save money, if I had to pay off a debt that came up unexpectedly or something like that, that was always like kind of like my ace in the hole. Oh, I'll just work really hard. I'll do something crappy. It'll suck for a little bit, but I'll just kind of grit my teeth a little bit and get through it, and everything will be fine. And I can't do that this time, because just pushing myself just kind of makes everything worse now. So that's like kind of the problem I'm into. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick, and then we'll get to the paint, and then we can continue talking. I'm trying to grow Cardi B nails. I'm not buying it though. I'd have to actually look up what Cardi B nails are, because now I'm curious. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna look that up real quick. Cardi B nails. Oh wow. Oh, those are insane. Oh, those are really sharp. I can't do any longer than like maybe like about this long because I type so much. So after a bit, even like with flattening my fingers out, like it gets really hard to type after a little while. All right, pull up the sleeves. All right, so we're gonna do black and red alternating. So I guess we'll start with black. This says it has infused diamond powder. I don't know what that means, and also I kind of don't believe it. Also, what's the benefit of that? Like, why would I want diamond powder in my nail polish? Like, there's no explanation there. They're just like, we added diamonds to your nail polish. Enjoy. But why? We don't know. We just did. We had all this extra diamond powder laying around, and we just decided. Arbitrarily. I always mess up and get the cuticles every single time. I've basically given up on it because after I take a shower or wash my hands a few times, all that like extra paint stuff goes off the skin. I found that if I go back and try to fix it after I mess it up like that, that's when it becomes like a huge mistake. Oh yeah, so the whole, like, let me get back to what I was talking about a second ago though. So the whole point of me like looking for work and trying to find work is because, well, right now obviously I'm without a job, right? But I've been doing okay for a while. I've had savings for a little bit that I've been using. It's not gonna last forever, right? But it's fine, right? Like I'm okay. I've got enough to keep me going for a little while. But what happened is that I live on a second floor apartment. So I had a friend who has been helping me for quite a long time, basically since the accident. And they were, you know, helping me move my wheelchair around. And they were like, anytime I needed, as long as I called ahead, right, we'd set up a day and we'd go to Costco and pick up like all my heavy groceries and do all my like bulk grocery shopping. And basically anything I kind of really needed that I couldn't take care of myself, they were willing to help me as long as I gave them like advance notice and it wasn't like, you know, interrupting like their time. But I eventually, you know, obviously, right, like as part of my transition. I used to, when I was cis, I used to shave my head like down to the skin, and I'd had like a really long beard. Well, obviously, once I realized I was trans, I stopped growing my beard. I cut that off and I started growing my hair. And that friend, after like a couple of weeks, was like, okay, all right, what's up? Like, you've literally switched places. Why are you growing from the top and not out of the bottom anymore? And that was basically when I had to come out to them and like kind of let them know what was going on. And they did not accept that. I have tried, because we've been very close friends for a long time. I can't force them to be accepting of that, but they don't like it. And I think they've even tried themselves like to like get over the idea of it, but I think it's just inherently something they don't agree with. And they've made that really clear to me. They don't really want to be like associated with me at this point. Like, they want to kind of wind down our friendship and our relationship at this point. This is more pink than red, in my opinion. Oh well, it looks nice. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at. So like, because I'm in the apartment, right? Like, I just need to get out of this apartment. It's too old. I live on the second floor. The stairs are too steep. And if things were coming along the same way, I wouldn't have needed to do that. But that's where like the sense of urgency comes from, is like, I've now got to do a lot of chores that were not a problem before, have now instantaneously become a lot more difficult for me to do. They're not impossible, but I've put off moving for a long time. This is something that's probably should have happened years ago, but I just, with the accident and recovery and all of that, it's just, honestly, I didn't have the strength for it at the time to deal with that. All right, we're gonna let this dry for a second. Also, I forgot to open the window. I'm wondering why I'm like slowly suffocating in my own room. Thankfully, the source of ventilation, for anybody who doesn't know, my source of ventilation is this way, directly across from me. So I'm getting fresh air right into my face right now. There's literally no reason to be homophobic or transphobic. I hate people that you'll find, people like that. You'll find better friends, trust me. I know, I will. And it's tough too, because like, I know them so well and we've been friends for years, so I can kind of see like almost the internal like explosions going off in their head, because like I'm not trying to apologize for it, because there is really no apology. Like, the things they've said and done to me are unacceptable. Like, I just like to make it very clear. But I'm trying to be a little more understanding than I would with somebody else that was just a complete stranger, because they were a friend. And I can kind of see that internal struggle. Like, when we've had these conversations and we've had like kind of these arguments already, I can kind of see them like they're not like trying to be horrible about it, but like, I don't know, there's something internally that they're hardwired that way. They don't want to like kind of budge on their points. And I don't know, maybe I'm just apologizing for it because they're my friend. I don't really know what the situation is there. This is my first time running into that problem, so I don't know. Hopefully they grow to be a more understanding person in the future. That's all I could really hope for there. I tried my best. I tried to be open, flexible, understanding with somebody I considered a long-term friend. They're not ready to budge at this point in their life, and I'm going to give them the space they need to hopefully grow as a person. Oh, hello, Mediterraneacs. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We are just painting my nails. I'm just waiting for my left hand to dry now. And then we'll move on to the right hand, and then we'll try to clean it up and correct it. These streams aren't going to be too long. They're mostly just here for me to just chit chat with everybody. But yeah, that's basically this how I got into that situation. So like I spent the past like first couple of days being really sad about it. Then I started to like get cheered up by my friends. I did some drawings. I always like to draw when I'm upset, so I did a couple of really cool drawings recently. That cheered me up. And then just like by the end of the week, by the time I got to like Friday, I was kind of motivated again. And that's like kind of like where I'm like now I'm starting to like really hammer down on the issues. But like when it first hit me, it was such a daunting, large problem. Because like I was like, how am I even gonna get my recycling downstairs? How am I gonna get my laundry downstairs? Like I don't know how to even like problem solve for that. And I was able to figure it out, right? Like, but it's like it's one of those things like when it first happens, you don't know what to do, so you start to panic. And then you realize like, oh crap, I can't actually fix it on my own. Like, how do I fix it? Chat is nice indeed. Oh, hello, Dark Raven. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Sorry I missed you there for a minute. What do you think of my pattern? Do you like the red and black alternating? I think it's a good look. I'm always so scared, though, to move my hands after I start doing this. It's so slay. I'm glad you like it. This is how Amy from Needy Streamer Overload does her nails. And of course, she's my favorite character. Anybody who's been part of this channel should know that by now, that Amy is my absolute favorite character of all time. I think they are dry. I'm scared to touch them. They look dry, but I can't really tell. At 1.2, oh, so hold on. Let me show you something I got. So I got all these cheap little paintbrushes. And eventually what I would like to do is to learn how to like kind of paint a little bit on the back of the nails over time. I don't think we're ready for that yet, but I did get paintbrushes so that we can try. Reminds me of the Harley Quinn look from the Arkham games. Oh, that's actually probably a pretty good analogy too, yeah. I forgot about her. I'm not really into like Marvel and DC and like comic book stuff. Like I had comic books. I was more into it when I was younger, but like I grew out of that phase like in my teenagers and I got more into anime and stuff like that and I like kind of never looked back. All right, so question, should we do the same pattern or should I alternate the pattern again? Right, so instead of the index finger being red, I do black, red, right, and alternate it again. Hi, Rain. We just got a huge snowfall this morning, waiting until 1400 to go shovel it. Hope your day is going great. We got a decent amount of snow yesterday and today, so I'm not sure where you are, but that either means that, because I'm in the Northeast, so that means I'm either getting more snow or you're getting the snow I already had. It is freezing though. I opened this window just a crack and I'm already like absolutely frigid right now. Make the pattern carry from your thumb on. Okay, all right, so yeah, we'll do that then. All right, so the next thumb is going to be red. I'm so bad with my right hand. This is going to be the ugliest hand out of all of them. You could see my hand shaking already. This is what I was talking about when I first started learning how to draw. When I said I had shaky hands and I said I wasn't sure if I could draw or not. That's what I'm talking about. Like, and that's why I have to press my hand so hard down on the table to get stabilization. And it's also why I'm really bad at digital drawings, and why I'm almost always exclusively draw on paper and pen is because of that issue. And it's not so bad. It's like kind of comes and goes. So it's not like it's always constantly like my hands are always shaking, but they will shake, and they shake enough where it becomes kind of a problem to do work on stuff if I need to be like really paying attention closely to what I'm doing. Oh God, I botched this. This is awful looking. All right, one more coat and we're done. Okay, not horrible, I guess. God, looks so bad. It's because I overdid it. I put too much paint on it and I put too many strokes on it, so it looks bad now. Let's try this finger. All right, let's just try to do a couple of strokes instead. This one came out a little bit easier, I think. It's so hard to tell, though. Yeah, that's a better one. The thumb came out awful. It's gonna dry and it's gonna look really ugly. How cold is it today? I'd have to look it up. Give me a second. Hold on. Check on my tell me I didn't delete the weather app off my phone. I probably did because I do shit like that all the time. There we go. It is 13 degrees, presumably Fahrenheit right now. I don't have both hands, so I'm not going to be able to convert it right now, but you can convert 13F to whatever the appropriate Celsius is, but it will be below 0 Celsius. That I know for sure. Okay. All right, so far so good, I guess. The right hand is gonna look like trash. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Used to be way up north more, where temperatures go down to 40 C and snows were even more massive. I do look. Bless you, because I couldn't do that. I'm gonna listen to all of the Beatle albums for the 821st time. So when I was younger, the Beatles had like a birthday song. They did. It's your birthday, da na 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 na. Something like that. I can't remember exactly how it went, but my mom used to play it for us to wake like either me or my sister up on our birthday. I think it was the Beatles. I could be wrong there. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, so if I just completely screwed that fact up, like somebody correct me harshly. Oh, yeah, just yeah, that I guess that works. Sure. All right, I think we're good with that. So there is one other thing we're gonna do that's a little different from last time. Because my nails got scuffed so quickly, we're gonna do a final clear coat over the top of them. I'm hoping that if I put the clear on top, it won't like my nails won't get so scuffed this time. Cause like I'm just kind of tired of doing it every like week and a half. Oh, hello, Owler. Welcome to the stream, my friend. And hope I already said hi to Disco Royale, but since I didn't say it by name, Disco Royale, welcome to the stream, my friend. It's just below freezing here, 1.3 C, negative 1.3 C, or 29.7 F in southern Finland. Also, with light snow. Awesome. Actually, I've never been to Finland. I've always wanted to go over to Europe. I did most of my traveling over in East Asia, and I'm not going to say I regret it, but the reason I did it first is because it's more difficult to travel there, and it's further. So that's why I did that first. Oh, the happy birthday song by the Beatles. I have a tradition like that too. Okay, I'm glad I got both A, got it right, and B, I'm not the only one who did something like that. It's such an awesome song though. Hello, Owler. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It's good to see you. How have you been? Actually, I like that we went alternating from thumbs. I think that was a good way to do it. Oh, one thing too. So after this live stream, at some point, it depends on if this is going to take another hour to like kind of get through and dry the last coat. But I do have a redirect for this live stream. So my friend Xenotime is going to be making an antimatter device live on YouTube. So if anybody's interested in some really cool science stuff after this live stream, I'm going to be there for sure to watch it. So there is a hard like end to this live stream. It's not going past 1 p.m. because I am not going to be missing Xenotime's super awesome, really cool live stream. But that redirect's automatically set up. So as soon as I end this live stream, anybody who's interested in that, it should link you automatically. But you know what I'll do? Once my nails dry here in a second, I'll grab a link to Xenotime's YouTube channel and I'll drop it in the chat too for anybody who's interested in checking out Xenotime's channel. Trying not to get paint all over my keyboard. Oh my god. Okay, all right. No. Time. There it is. Copy. Let me just go ahead and throw this in OBS real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. I think these are dry enough where I could start to at least put the clear on the other side. Hopefully without messing my nails up. Find out in about 3 seconds. Now, I don't know much about antimatter, but I will say that if you're able to make it in your own laboratory, that is so cool. Okay, so like I said, the clear's not really there to be like a pretty thing. It's more like I'm just adding something extra on top just so hopefully my nails don't chip and I have to redo this again in a couple of days. Not that I don't love spending time with you all on live stream doing this, but I would like my nails to remain pretty for a few days. So I'm hoping this will fix it. And maybe it'll make it shinier too, because it says it's like gel-like shine. So, who knows? Excellent. I was actually planning on watching that stream too, and I was afraid I needed to choose between this stream and oh no, Xenotime and I are actually quite good friends. I really enjoy their content a lot. They've been on a YouTube break for a little bit of time, which is totally understandable because I did one a couple of months ago that I really needed for, well, reasons that are obvious to everyone now, but at the time I was going through some stuff regarding my transition and I wasn't public yet, so I needed to take a break from content creation too. But they're back and they're making really awesome stuff, and I'm really excited about it because, like, I'm not a scientist, but I'm really glad a lot of my new friends are, because I take an interest in this stuff, but I don't have the time to really do more than watch a couple of YouTube videos sometimes. So it's nice to have that, and like maybe if I have like a follow-up question, I can actually ask them about it and like maybe get that extra level of answer that I'm looking for. I actually think the clear does look nice. Like adding like a little extra shine to it. I mean, maybe it didn't actually do that much. It's really hard to tell. I don't know. I feel like, at least with my eyes, it's hard to see it on the camera, but at least like to my real eyes, it looks a little shinier. Like this looks a little more matte to me than this side, but that's me. Actually, you know what we could try to do? I don't want to ruin my nails, but we could try to use one of the paintbrushes and draw like a little heart on the middle finger. That would be like a really simple shape to do. It might be worth trying. We'll see. We'll think about that and give it a shot in a minute. Let's try doing the other hand real quick. Get the clear going. Well, it definitely made this nail look a lot better, so I'm happy with that. This is so zen, and honestly, it goes by so much faster when I do it on live stream. Like when I'm doing this by myself, I get so antsy and so bored because there's nothing for me to do other than watch YouTube videos, and I can't really interact with my computer while I'm painting my nails. So there's like, I'm just sitting there basically just doing nothing. I'm glad that when I brought this up as a test stream that one day, because like when I did it the first time, I really only was just like, oh, I need to do this for my drawing live stream. I don't want my nails to look bad. So to test the live stream, the drawing live stream, I painted my nails for the drawing live stream as the test. I am going to grab the brush. Once we get the clear to dry one more time, I'm going to grab the brush. I'm going to try to do just a little tiny heart without screwing it up with the red paint, just on the left hand, and just see if we could do that. Also refound a game I used to play way back as a teen, Cortex Command. It's like the Worm series, but RTS and very cool physics. So, there is a game that I just remembered the other day because I was making a private alt social media account, and I'm naming that private alt account Dark Rain, right? And then like as soon as I came up with that name, I was like, oh wait a second, isn't there a game called Dark Rain, as in rain, like rain of raining, part of rain, like the rain part, REIGN. So Dark Rain is also a RTS game. I don't remember a lot of details about it, but like it just popped into my head. I was like, whoa, that's a thing. I remember that from my childhood. So I thought that would be like a really cool thing to like look into and see like how well that game has held up over time. I really wish I had butter. Oh wait, I do. Oh, yes, okay. It's only a polar seltzer, but it's water. That does technically count as water. And yes, I am a polar seltzer girl. Don't make fun of me. I have a lot of them. I have way too many seltzers. I've been getting these recently too. These are really good. Obviously not sponsored by Polar, right? That should be obvious. I'm not sponsored by anybody. These are really good. The blood orange cranberry ones are really, really, really good. So if you like seltzer too, I really enjoy these. These are only okay. These are like kind of basic, but like these new ones that they're doing are really nice. This is another good one. The nectarine grapefruit. I really like these citrus ones the most. Like the cherry ones are okay, but they just kind of feel not real. I don't know how they flavor it. It doesn't say. It just says ingredients: carbonated water and natural flavors, which means nothing to me because everything's a natural flavor. Like, I hate when people use that in, like, marketing crap. Like, natural flavor. Yes, metal has a natural flavor. Aluminum has a natural flavor. It's not a good flavor, but it's naturally flavored, right? Like, I mean, it's such a non-word, right? Like, tell me what you actually put in there. What is the chemical that you used to flavor it? I don't care if it was natural or not. Coal has a natural flavor. Oil has a natural flavor. Grass has a natural flavor. Everything has a natural... I have a natural flavor. My nail polish has a natural flavor. Sorry, I know that was like kind of ranty, but it's like, I hate when people use that word. Yes, it's naturally flavored. With what? What did you naturally flavor it with? Dark Rain, Future War, 1997. Oh, good, you know what I'm talking about then. Developed by the same studio that made Trains Rail Simulator game. I never heard of that one, so I'll have to look into that after the stream. Actually, Disco, I'm not sure if you're part of my Discord, but if you drop something in the Discord for me, I would appreciate it, but I'll try to remember it anyways on my own. I just don't have a way to write anything down right now. I like Monster Energy or any energy drink. Artificial flavors. Yeah, so just be honest about it, right? Just tell me it's an artificial flavor. Like, they switched to the word natural, right? But it's still, like, artificial, like, grape was made from natural flavors, right? Like, artificial flavors can be made from naturally tasting things. Like, that's why I don't like that word. Right? Like, if you used some chemical that happened to taste like grape, right? Well, you could say that that chemical was naturally flavored like that, right? Like, that's like kind of the point I'm getting. It's not a great term. Like, just be specific. Get away from artificial flavorings. Get away from the word natural flavoring and just tell me what you put in it. And then I don't have to guess, and then nobody's confused. Okay, will do. Monster Energy White is fire. I haven't tried the Monster Energy White. I don't drink too many Monsters. I will say that the Monster Green was always my favorite. And I know that's like one of the most basic ones, but I just like it. It was just like simply good, right? Like you just, I don't know. For me, like it was just like, oh yeah, that's what a monster should taste like. I like water, just plain water. I mostly drink either seltzer, or just tap water, like just regular water. I happen to live in an area where normally it's okay to just drink your water from the tap. We had a water main break recently and my water's not been so good, so I've been drinking a ton of seltzer. I try not to drink this much seltzer because it's expensive, right? And I can just get free water from the tap, but I don't trust my water, so probably for like another week or so, I'm gonna not drink from the tap, and then I'm gonna check the water again and make sure it's like nice and clean. Maybe even boil it for a little while still, just because I don't trust it. I drink too many energy drinks. I drink a lot of coffee. That's like kind of like my thing. Lots, like almost to an excessive amount, like to the point where I probably should, as I'm getting older, reevaluate the coffee consumption that I do on a daily basis. But, you know, we're not there yet. All right, so should I go for the heart? What do you think? I think I can do it if I'm really careful. I'm just doing a couple of practice, like... maybe a different one? No, I don't like this one either. I recommend buying a water filter for that. That's probably a good idea. See, I don't know enough about painting to know like which brush I should even be like considering. I'm gonna go with this one. This one looks like it's the best. What I want to do. I don't trust it though. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't trust myself. We're gonna go nice and slow with this, okay? I don't think you can even see the red paint on top of the black paint, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, it's not applying. What the heck? That's so weird. Is it, I think the black is just too dark, or maybe the colors are just not right. I've never done this before, so I'm just kind of just experimenting a little, but I feel like that's not right. I mean, there was color on it. So it's not like it wasn't good. Maybe I need to look up a tutorial. Like, I think just randomly sticking a paintbrush in a bottle of nail polish is not it. I don't know if there's like, because I have real paint here, but I don't even know if that's safe to put on your fingernails. We have a bunch of this stuff from like forever ago, from like an old paint by numbers set, but I don't know if like I can use that on my fingernails or not. The clear coat might be doing, oh yeah, that might be doing it, yeah. I think I might just put one more clear coat on top now that I've kind of messed this up. So we'll just do one more clear coat, and I think that's where we'll call it. It's already 12 o'clock now. By the time I'm done, it'll be like around 12:30. That'll give me enough time to get some lunch going, and then we can all enjoy Xenotime's super cool antimatter stream. But now I hopefully will find out. So if I don't schedule another one of these in 2 weeks, you'll know that the clear coat worked out really well for me. If you see another one of these live streams scheduled, like in the next week or so, then you'll know what happened and that we need to fix my nails again. I might even try press-ons too and see, like, do that on a live stream. I heard press-ons are cool, but I don't know. I don't know enough about nail art to comment appropriately on that. Okay. Kind of ruined that nail a little bit, but you can't really tell. This is so much fun, though. I would like to try to figure out the painting thing for next time. I think we're almost at that level where we could start considering painting it, and then maybe next time I'll do the clear coat after. The clear stuff dries super fast, though. I made a reminder on your general tab. Thank you so much, Disco. I appreciate that. Anybody got any plans for the rest of their weekend? Oh yeah, at the beginning of the the live stream, I had that drawing. I've been working on this. This is a request for somebody. This is a drawing that another artist did, so I didn't come up with this design. But what they wanted was they wanted an update to their profile picture. So they want this character still. They want the character to still remain mostly the same. But what they want is they want it to become a Sylveon. So I'm like changing it to like the little Sylveon bow. I'm trying my best to add in like little Sylveon ears over here. But it's like, it feels like kind of busy, and it doesn't immediately jump out that it's a Sylveon. But I was looking at what Sylveons actually are, and they mostly are just like colors. Like that's what makes a Sylveon is the color pattern. And not necessarily, so I don't think I can ever tell if this is a Sylveon just by doing an outline. Like I think you need to color it in to make it a Sylveon. Skyrim grinding. It looks good. Okay. Oh, I gotta play Skyrim again sometime. The problem with Skyrim though is like I've played it so much, so like this is like what my like gameplay loop is for Skyrim these days, because I have put hundreds of hours in it, and if I need to prove that, I will, because I have so many copies of the game, each with hundreds of hours in it. I'm not going to say it's over 1,000, but it's definitely several hundred hours of Skyrim. Anyways, I've played it so much, and I've beaten the game in so many various different ways that this is my gameplay loop now. I will go to some sort of mod website, not Nexus Mods, because I hate Nexus Mods now, but I will go to some sort of mod website, I will start looking for mods that will like pique my interest and like get me into like a different kind of gameplay loop, and then I'll spend hours like installing, customizing, setting everything up, right? And then by the time I'm done installing it, I don't even want to play anymore. I'm done. I'm already done. The setup was more fun than it was to actually go through and do the adventure for me at that point. It was the idea of having the adventure that was more fun than actually playing the game. And that's when I finally was like, okay, I give up. I gotta take like a hard break from Skyrim. Because I'm just... But like, I love it. Like, as soon as I start hearing the music again and I start seeing some of the memes, like I kind of like get drawn back into it again. I should play Skyrim as a girl this time. I've never played Skyrim as a girl. Always played as a boy. I go through that with many games, yeah. It sucks because not like, so modern Bethesda games, I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I didn't get any of the new stuff that they've come out with. Ever since Fallout 76, I haven't bought another Bethesda game, but I used to buy all the Bethesda games, like all of them. I would pre-order them and everything. After 76, I stopped pre-ordering. And I'll never pre-order a game from another company again. And not only will I not pre-order a game ever again from a company after that experience, I will wait for a game to be out for 3 months before I even buy it now. Because you do vote with your wallets and you do send a message to gaming companies when you buy the game the day of release and it sucks and there's like that one day 250 gigabyte patch that needs to be released, and you sent them the money already. You just voted that. You said, that's totally fine. I'm okay with that. I'm happy as a consumer to deal with that problem. I don't want to deal with that anymore. So if you want to earn my money, then you can put out a functional product. And when that product actually is functional, I'll purchase it at that point. And that sends the right message to those gaming companies instead of like pre-ordering and just... We're beyond that age. They've abused it. They've abused their privilege of trust, and now I can't trust them. So now you're going to prove to me that you've put out a proper product, and then I'll buy it. The only game I play is Minecraft. Well, the only game I play these days basically is Vox Libre. I mean, that's not true. Obviously, I play other games on this channel, but it feels like the only thing I ever play is Vox Libre sometimes. I may write a bit more later and play Age of Mythology. I actually never played Age of Mythology. Dark Raven, I have a game called Raven's Watch you should check out. I should check that out too. Basher, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you? It has been a while. I feel like I don't ever get to see you anymore, my friend. I hope you're well. I hope the holidays treated you really well. Morrowind was my first and still is golden. Never gets old with Tamriel Rebuilt. So I missed Morrowind growing up. My first Bethesda game was Fallout 3. And then I went backwards. Then I started like going back and like exploring the full franchise from there. I'm really, really tired right now. Yeah, me too, Basher. I just started my HRT a week ago and I am absolutely exhausted these days. Like, it really, like yesterday, I slept more than I was awake yesterday. Now, today I'm fine. Like, today I feel great. I've perked up. Like, I feel refreshed. I don't even feel like I need a nap now. But, like, yesterday I was up for 3 hours. I did a couple of things, and then my body was just like, nope, we're shutting back down. It's time to go back into hibernation mode. And I'm like, well, we just got up. We just did something. Oh, hello, Z. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It's good to see you. I'm glad you like the nails. We're just waiting for them to dry up now. I was going to try to paint on them earlier, but then I put the clear coat on first, and then that didn't work, and now I lost my paintbrush. Where'd my paintbrush go? I'm making a mess. This is why I have this throwaway blanket underneath my drawing pad, because I don't care about this blanket. But yeah, I was going to try to paint a heart on this nail, but I put the clear coat on first, so I wasn't able to do that. I'm still learning how to do nail art, so. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it's been a very interesting week. It's been very emotional. So like obviously like anybody who's like curious about HRT or is like ready to start HRT, or they look up all the videos, right, and they hear all these things like about like all the changes you'll experience, and I always go in with like huge grains of salt whenever I hear stuff like that. Like people are like, oh my god, it's magical, like overnight I felt like a different person, right? And I'm like, okay, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna set more realistic expectations. But I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my experience, but like the first morning I woke up, I didn't have like an immediate existential crisis about like my existence. And I just kind of woke up normally and everything was like kind of chill and I didn't feel like panicked and freaked out about anything. And that was nice. And I don't know if that's like it's probably a placebo thing, right? But I don't know. There is something there. There is something there to it. I think it's more placebo than anything else at this point, but there was a correlation to me taking it and then the next day feeling slightly better about my own existence. So whether or not there's merit to that, well, further studies need to be performed, I'm sure, because you can't take my anecdotal evidence on it. But I was a little shocked that I did have a different perspective the day after I started taking the medication. I don't think it works that quickly, though. I really think it's more like just like a psychology thing. You need to teach me how to do nails. I may know physics, but I'm very bad at doing my nails. Yep, so don't you worry. You're in good company. I, like, right here, this is all messed up. I missed a spot over here on the side. But don't worry. I will master them. And then once I master them, like I do my drawings, I will teach you. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Because I am still learning too. But that's the nice part about doing these streams. We all learn together. And that's kind of why I like your streams, Z. And then I also like, I'm linking to Xenotime stream too. I was mentioning earlier that I really like physics, but I'm like, at best, a physics aficionado and not at all. Like, like to even say I'm qualified to have like higher level conversations about physics would be a stretch, in my opinion. Like, I'm like a big fan of it, like, ooh, that's really cool. But then like the deeper level, like anything above the surface, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I understand what string theory is, or why superstrings do the things they do, or why the double slit experiment produces a wave under observation or not. Like I know that it has something to do with light reflecting off the particle. I don't know, it's something like that. But I don't know enough, but it really excites me. Oh, I wonder if there are studies on this. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about too. Because like, there has to be a mix between like the human psychology element of it, because we are aware of the placebo effect, that is a real thing. But then they are hormones, right? Like, so how quickly do hormones have an impact on the human mind? Is it something that is actually like a chemical thing that is maybe just starting to trigger a chain reaction, and then that person just kind of takes it the rest of their way, like with the placebo effect, so they feel a little bit better? So, oh, the medicine must be working, now I must be like feeling okay? I don't know. It's really hard to say, and it's very nuanced. That's why I like try not to like go, yeah, it's anecdotal, like don't take my word for it, because that's my own individual experience. I heard human psychology. I knew that would pique your interest, Basher. It's all right. I feel like there are a lot of things we don't need either. Physics is so huge. Even with studying it, there's so much knowledge out there. It's so fascinating though. Like one of the things I've thought about, like a thought experiment I've done for myself, is what is at the bottom of a black hole? And you know, the obvious answer is it's a singularity, right? But like, what is the singularity, right? And is there an opposite to it? Is there a white hole? And does the white hole do the opposite, right? So instead of it being like basically a funnel, does it come out almost like a flat thing on a plane, right? Like, so hold on, wait, I'll actually draw out like what I'm talking about here, since I have paper. So give me a second. So now that my nails are dry, I can actually draw again. Yay! Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, right? So this is a black hole, right? right? And we know that for all intents and purposes, right? This is a black hole. Things only go in, right, to the singularity, right, and they don't come back out. So it's a one-directional thing, right? Well, what I'm saying with the white hole, though, is does it appear flat on a plane, right? And instead, it goes from a point of singularity and it hits flat, like almost like water striking the flat part of a surface from a faucet. So you know how like a faucet, like when you run the water and the water hits the center part and it goes out in a pattern like that? Like, I'm wondering if that's what a white hole does. Right? Like, I don't know though, but that's like what I imagine the reverse of a black hole is. Now, is that a real thing? Probably not. I don't know. It's just something that I had a thought experiment about the other day. I was like, I wonder if that's real or not. I actually made a video on this. Wait, hold on. Let me read this properly. I made a video on this actually on Penrose diagrams, plus how you can actually visit multiverses, antiverses, etc. Although theoretically, okay, all right, I'm gonna have to go back and actually find your content. So like that's the thing, like I still am digging around for your content, and I only had a chance to kind of check it out during the charity stream in a small capacity. But the stuff I did see on your channel was really exciting. And then when Xenotime was saying he was coming back too, I'm like, yes, my physics YouTuber like subscriptions are like blowing up recently, and that's always a good thing for me. But yeah, anyways, that's what I was thinking about the other day. I'm not really sure if that's how it works or if it even works like that, because I would imagine that if you get crunched down to a singularity, like there wouldn't be anything that comes out the other side of it, right? Oh, if you posted a link, you'll have to send it to me on Discord. I can post links for you, but if you posted a link, it'll nuke the link out automatically. I don't even see it. Like, I can't even manually approve it. Hold on, let me actually go and find it. VTuber explains special relativity. Give me a second. Hold on, I'll go find it on YouTube and I'll just drop the link. Here, I think I found it. VTuber explains special relativity. Okay. Add the link. Hold on, I'll drop it in the chat right now. I think this is it. That should be the link. Hold on, let me click it. Yes, there we go. So for anybody who's interested in Z's video, I just posted a link right now in chat, so you can go ahead and click it and check out, and definitely subscribe to them, because they set up a charity for anybody who like participated in my portion of the like wildfire charity event. Z is the one who set all of that up. She is the one who invited me to that. So like definitely check out her channel. Really awesome content there, and a really awesome person. All right, I think my nails are all dry. I think we're all set here. I'm gonna have to clean up the mistakes on my own after stream, but that's fine. The goal of this was to have a nice chat and to at least get a bulk of the work done. They're dry, they're clear coated, they're good to go. So with all of that out of the way, just as a reminder, I have a link in the chat. I had it pinned in the chat. This stream will redirect automatically. So even though Xenotime's stream is not up, you should be redirected automatically. So if you do want to watch his antimatter stream, that is going to be live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ideally on YouTube. So about 30 minutes after this stream ends. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad we found each other through the fundraiser. Someday you'll have to paint my nails. I will look so forward to that day. But for now, though, I'm going to go get ready for Xenotime's stream. I just want to say one more time, thank you all so much for joining me for this live stream. I had a ton of fun. I'm probably going to put another one of these up in probably about 2 weeks. So keep an eye on the schedule. And if you haven't subscribed to me yet, this is the best time to do it, because we're doing some really awesome new content. We have new games. Got some new projects that we're working on. I've got new people that I've invited to the channel that will be working on me with some stuff. So it's going to be a great time. All right then, with all of that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day.